Previously on DrakeParagon.
A German boat that's coming to the weather station. Maybe we'll see you in Reykjavik.
390 miles away from the waypoint.
We need to get CPP back online. I need to take the belt off, but we have bad weather coming our way. We took a huge wave that filled this cockpit up to the seat level. Everything in the engine room was completely soaked.
Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
So it's 6:26 in the morning and we are just heading into Reykjavik in Iceland. It was a magnificent sunrise and I'm going to keep this short because our batteries weren't able to charge them. We're just going right over there. It's not that far at all. We should be there in about 2 hours or so. So I'm going to sit here and watch this beautiful sunrise and then go wake Drake up.
Walking the park because it just go.
Usually we like people to check in first, but you just go take a shower.
That's okay, we'll talk to you later. Yeah, welcome to Iceland, just go watch it.
It's been a hellish trip, or at least the first few days out of the gate were really bad. A couple of days of really strong wind, as high as 40 knots. Sustained 40 knot winds coming from directly behind.
Ina saw 48.
Ina said he just saw gusts.
Up to 48 were the highest that I saw.
48 knot gusts, and we were under sail. Yeah.
And I can remember like one of the worst bits that we had. It was like I remember you shouting at me going, "It's 46 knots, Aiden, it's 46 knots," and I'm like, "I'm sewing as fast as I can." I'm sewing at 46 knots. I was just like, this is the worst.
Time to make little pot holders and doilies.
And I was like, "Oh look, I'll just do these socks really quickly."
Craft time on Paragon.
Oh, jeez. So, what do you think about the trip? How was the trip? How are you feeling now? Any thoughts?
It was a hard trip. And I haven't been well today or yesterday, so I'm not feeling great. But the trip, it started off hard and then we had like 1 or 2 days respite, which was nice. I'm looking forward to getting to Reykjavik and then just kind of get my feet in dry land and being able to go. Okay.
So you guys just want to turn out and go to Ireland?
Your turn. What do you think, Mo? How you doing? How you feeling? What do you think of the trip?
I thought it was hard too for entirely different reasons. Spent the first 3 days throwing up everything that I had eaten.
How you feeling now?
I feel good. On day 4 I started feeling better. It helped that it wasn't 45 knots and waves crashing over and craziness.
Yeah, the waves. I remember I came in to do something to stay still and I was up for about 30 seconds because I'm like, right, go up, I'll for a little bit or let it out or do something. And in that time you get this come in, came at force through these little holes and then you go all over you. So you're like, okay, and now I'm wet. And so then you spend the rest of your watch trying to dry off.
How are you looking out there?
Fine. I'm gonna take it off with autopilot.
You going manual?
Manual override?
You're disengaging the autopilot.
Would you mind disengaging, please?
Disengaging autopilot now. Autopilot is on standby.
The sun, like where we're supposed to go, the sun is like,
Do you want some sunglasses?
no, because then I can't see.
Okay,
I
do
have sunglasses.
you want sunglasses over your glasses? I think that works.
Take the wheel.
Oh yeah, let's disengage the autopilot and give it
Take
to
the
me.
wheel! We're all gonna die! Okay, give me the break. I went around the
Give us a look, bro! Give us a side angle there as well, go on. Okay, so you've got glasses on top of glasses.
So what does it say about Reykjavik and berthing?
Contact the harbor control. Call pilot on channel 12. You'll normally be directed to a berth. Pontoon for visiting yachts in the west corner. Large yachts can lie along the outer side, but the inner side is more protected from harbor traffic wash. Water and limited shore electricity supply. Water would be awesome.
We're just coming into the harbor of Reykjavik, Iceland, after a 7-day sail from Prince Christiansand, Greenland. First few days of the trip were pretty bad. We had some extremely strong wind, sustained of 40 knots, and saw gusts as high as 48. This wind was always coming from directly behind, so rather than hove to in it, we ran with it because it was pushing us in the direction we wanted to go. In the strongest wind, we just had a tiny little bit of staysail out. The main and the jib were completely down. That enabled us to stay on course without difficulty with steering. The autopilot had no problem with it, but it was very bumpy. After a day of high wind, the seas became enormous, and we got hit by big waves more than a few times. At one point we got hit by a wave so massive that it took out the entire port side of the cockpit enclosure and then swamped the cockpit. We must have got at least 100 gallons of water filling up the cockpit well. The water level came right up to the level of the seats, and the cushions were floating in about an inch of water. This took about 10 minutes to drain through the cockpit drains, and during that time the wheel-mounted autopilot as well as the engine control panel were submerged. Luckily, neither of those things were damaged. Unfortunately, when that wave did hit, it went through a vent that we have in the outside of the cockpit on the port side. When the wave hit it just right, the water sprayed into the engine room with such volume and force that 100% of the interior of the engine room became completely soaked with seawater. The inverter, which was off at the time, got completely doused with water and started sizzling and crackling. I disconnected it from the battery and looked at it a few more times since, and it is fried. It's a real bummer because that's the only way we can generate AC power, and we need AC power to power the computers and the camera battery chargers. Fine, you go that way, I'll go this way. So we stopped filming. We were also beat up and exhausted. People! Mo was terribly seasick for the first few days, and through all of the really rough stuff in the beginning, she was just down in her berth and throwing up every day for 3 days straight and unable to eat or get out of bed. By the 4th day, she started coming out of it, and by the 5th day she was able to do her first watch. And then now on the 6th day, she was able to manage the boat under sail by herself for the last half of the last day coming into Reykjavik in calm conditions. That was great because both Anna and I were totally exhausted, and we were able to sleep soundly, and she was bringing us into the harbor. She woke me up, said, "We're here!" And it is a really breathtaking looking place. Check it out. Here it is. Down here we have all of these apartment complexes. Looks like we have a big church right there. More apartment complexes. It's a very, very developed area. We're not in Greenland anymore. Looks like there must be a cruise ship ferry terminal down there. We see one docked. And then that's it. And then it turns to mountain. On the night before we left Greenland, we were docked at the weather station in Prince Christian Sund. And the wind picked up and blew a couple of enormous icebergs with shallow draft right into the little harbor of the weather station. These icebergs were hitting Paragon and getting underneath Paragon because much of them were submerged. We spent most of the night trying to figure out how to prevent the icebergs from damaging Paragon, pushing them off with big, long wooden sticks with bolts that were put into the ends of them to dig into the iceberg and push it off. At one point I took a very, very long line and I lassoed one of the icebergs and walked with the other end of the line to the other side of the land, the other side of the harbor, and pulled it away from Paragon and then secured the line, holding it away from Paragon. By morning, that little nubby thing that I had lassoed had melted away and the iceberg was once again hitting Paragon. Got up in the morning after a night of not much sleep and checked weather, or rather went ashore, got internet, downloaded a weather report, brought it back to the boat, looked at it briefly, and then more icebergs started coming in and we realized that we could not stay there. It had become unviable. We looked at the weather report and we decided it would be safer to go for Iceland rather than Ireland, and we just left. There wasn't time to even send out an email to anyone saying that we were leaving. Oh, there's another sailboat here. Boat going out for a day sail in Reykjavik Harbor. Beautiful. Pilot, pilot, pilot. Paragon, Paragon, Paragon. Channel 1-2, over.
Paragon, this is Drake, pilot replying.
Hello, pilot. We are an American sailing vessel. We just arrived in Reykjavik after sailing from Greenland. Can we ask you for where we can berth? Over.
Are you already inside the harbor?
Yes, we're about half a mile from the docks. Over.
On your port side will be a yachting club, so you should dock there.
Roger, thank you so much. We will high up at the yachting club. Over.
We will dock there and contact the person. There is a supervisor there. Is this your first port in Iceland?
Yes, this is our first port. We need to clear in. Over.
Okay, I call the customs.
Wonderful, thank you so much. We will be there very shortly and we will high up at the yacht club dock. Can I call the yacht club people on the VHF or should we just come in and high up? Over.
You should just come in. I don't believe they listen on the radio. What's the name of your sailing vessel again?
Our name is Paragon, spelled P-A-R-A-G-O-N. Over.
Okay, thank you. Stand by 1-2.
Roger, Paragon standing by 1-2 and 1-6. They know we're coming!
So we're going right there, eh?
Yeah, we're going right there.
Right.
We're gonna go in and motor around just a little bit.
Are we gonna do it?
We're gonna motor around a little bit. like to do a little motor around, look around, see what's there, especially if we're anchoring, you know, but even if it's a harbor, just to familiarize ourselves a little with the area.
Sounds cool.
Yeah. Cars and people. Toss him a line as soon as you can grab it. Get him a spring line. Good luck. Yeah. Good to see you again. Okay, we just docked. This rolls! Thank you so much! Wow!
We'll just stay rafted up. We'll go to Germany.
Yeah. There was a boat right here, but they just pulled out after we wrapped it up. And now that that boat is gone, Wapen van Bremen is moving aft to get closer to the gangplank and also the water faucet because their water hose isn't long enough to reach the faucet. So nice of them to let us raft up to them.
Is there enough room for us in the forward part?
Because after they're completely secure, then we'll inch forward and kayak here. Is the spring line secure? Yeah. Okay, great. Then we won't go further aft.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
So nice of the Germans to give us some bread.
It's a curry bread.
Really?
They're so nice.
Or maybe cranberry.
The Germans are very nice. They're all about to be replaced with an entirely new crew. But as a group, they all sailed together on that boat on the upcoming voyage, Reykjavik to Germany. They said they don't need to do that one again. But it was the same group, and it was 2 years ago.
We're in Reykjavik.
What?
We're in Reykjavik.
We're in Iceland! Holy crap!
And it's sunny.
God, it looks like such a place to like settle down in. It looks more attractive to me just on the surface looking at the coastline than I think St. John's.
I like it here.
Let's get the boat organized and cleaned and stowed, and
A laundromat.
I'm going to be on the engine room. The engine room was destroyed by salt water. Everything, 100% of everything was coated with salt water. There are pockets all over the engine that have already started to rust. Yeah.
So, sorting the boat today.
Sort the boat today, and then tomorrow is
Let's go in and check it out.
is Reykjavik Day.
All the Reykjavikans are like, we have a day? We have a Reykjavik day? We never knew.
This is exciting.
It is exciting. You got to do a music video for where are we? Iceland.
Baby, it's gonna be great, I tell you, maybe. I'm gonna have to get a new inverter. I tried religion, then I'm gonna convert her. We're gonna get laptops up and running.
Wicked.
Look at you go with your big bad self. Look at that, that's cool. Who is that?
That is very cool.
Should I put chafing? Let's go get a drink.
can see.
New hair gel. Don't bother buying rotary. You can go offshore for 6 days. Have your hair stay in any position for the 6-day offshore voyage.
Hey, look, it's Ringo.
Yeah. Where's that from?
No, don't get distracted.
Well, just for a minute. I mean, we are here to check the place out. Is that coming from underneath the water?
It's from the reflection on the building.
What is it from?
The reflection of the building.
Just stepped off the boat and it's about 2 in the afternoon. It's like a nice day, sunny.
I think bar is in that direction.
Check out the vehicle. I've never seen anything with tires that big. It's ridiculous. Do you feel like you're in an IKEA store?
First.
One street, next street over is lots of bars.
Wow.
But it's not like it's got your name on it.
Mo. Ready for a picture? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. This place is wild.
You know what was wild? Greenland. That was pretty wild.
That was very wild.
This is extremely civilized.
My first 2 days here were an absolute disaster.
I was like, I was about to go, oh, lovely Iceland. Oh, hang on, that's not Iceland.
Do you think you could spend a winter here?
Oh yeah.
I think so too. Whiskey bar.
Yeah.
I'm kind of, I didn't think it would happen, but I'm a little bit like, oh, that's strange. Just like a lot of people here.
Yeah, it's a big change. Inside or outside?
You can, of course.
There we are. Thank you. Here's to congratulate you guys on another long offshore passage from Prince Christian Sund, Greenland to Reykjavik, Iceland. Yes!
Here's life, guys.
Cheers. Wow. Welcome to Iceland.
We made it.
We made it.
Tough voyage, but we made it.
Tough voyage, but we made it.
And we're 700 miles closer to the final destination.
Ireland.
And we're sitting in sunshine, watching
nice.
cars go by. The
Yeah.
last place we were sitting down was the weather station.
Yeah.
And we didn't have it.
Smoked salmon.
Thank you very much.
Bon appetit.
Wonderful, thank you. Smoked
These are
salmon,
halves.
Oh, sorry, I'll give you the good light.
the roast beef with the egg. That looks wonderful.
I got half and half.
That's very clever.
After a long voyage like you've just had, we've been at sea for a whole week.